there we go. Now, okay, now the YouTube is live. Yeah. Sarcastic, I just saw that you were like, okay, is it playing yet? YouTube glitches sometimes. Well, nope, it just started. So we are good to go. And Darren will be joining us in just a few minutes. I actually had to fix him some coffee. So um not because we were worried about him, falling asleep, because there's weather coming in, and anybody who suffers from asthma, thunderstorm asthma is a thing, so he was having a little issue. I said, I bet that's thunderstorm asthma. Let me fix you some coffee, because for some people coffee actually helps. So he should be joining us in a few minutes, and the water should be nice and cold.
If I have a cup of coffee in my hands, I'm skipping it.
Right. Well. Right now, Galvatron is guarding the coffee. So, in one of his many incarnations, if the Egyptian gods need Ushabtis, there's like Galvatron can outsource, or sublet to one of like half a dozen different forms that he has in the room. Yeah. So. But yes, we are celebrating the Feast of the Valley, and so the webcam can't pick it up, but I have my little Ramadan lights. I've just I put them up before Opet, and I've just left them up because they're really fun and festive, and so for big holidays like this, I just plug them in. So we have our extra festive things going. So what's going on? Oh goodness. Yeah, cats and deposits, boy, that we were lucky that they started remodeling the apartment that we were in, because I thought for sure they were going to dock us after a cat decided it would let us know it was time to be fed in the morning by climbing up the door frame and scratching the heck out of the lining in the door. But hopefully you'll get some remodeling or something, so you won't have to do that. But, yeah. And this time of year is more mild for graveyard picnics than like later in August for the Wagi feast. That would be like sweltering. So but I've been very much thinking about, I do want us to find some way to do something together, even if we have to just like rent a hotel space, at some point. But it's going to happen. It's just going to, got to crunch some logistics. But I guess just so that, those who want to, know what the ritual is, I did make a little booklet, but it's basically the one from Circle of the Sun. So that's my point of reference. And so eventually I'm going to have a booklet together that'll have all of those. But I just, it's a lot of like mind-numbing cut, paste, organize. But I'm working on that too. Just little by little. So hang on, let me adjust a couple more things here. There we go. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Stuff I can. Oh yeah, the Ron Pet Rosebuds. I would love to have those. So yes, there's what I was thinking. If we ever do a get together, we'd have to start off with one for Ufed Ron Pet. So that's that's got to happen someday. These cool waters are upon my hands, and they purify me, as Tefnut purifies me. Hail unto you, Anachuru. We come unto you without falsehood and without evil. Purity is upon our hands, our purity is within our hearts, and we have cast out all evil that pertains to us. We are pure, we are pure.
You cast
We're
me out.
pure.
I can't come in.
No, we didn't. Get in here, Darren. You've got coffee waiting on you. Because he happened to time it to where, it's right at the end, so I just flicked some water on him. So this time I got you.
And then you said casting out
All evil that pertains to us.
I am not that, but you cast me out.
I did not. I was asperging you before you came in. So you roll into the place pure.
Ladies and gentlemen, the super thanks go to me this week.
Hey, well, we got you with some of the things that you ordered on Amazon came from the gift card from the happy birthday super thanks. So
yes, guys, thank you.
What did you get for your birthday?
Everything that I got with the gift cards went for my computer. Thank you.
Oh, the computer goodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that brick that keeps beeping, and we're gonna have to mess with it. But yeah, is that where you can reach it?
It is.
Okay, cool. All right. Yes, and so Darren's gonna pretend to use the force on it. Okay. Yeah, and that's next week too. Okay. But anyway.
And if any of you happen to work in a movie theater throughout the United States and can get a hold of one of those nifty 40th anniversary Return of the Jedi posters from a movie theater, I would love to have it.
Yeah, well, just put that out there, I guess.
I'm just throwing it.
Yeah. Come in peace, bright eye of Horus. Come in peace. Receive the light. The eye of Horus shines like Ra in the twin horizons, and evil hides in fear of it. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus destroys the enemies of Ra in all of their abodes, till none remain. Receive the light.
Receive the light.
The eye of Horus comes to the four corners of the world, to everyone who is tuning in with us now, and to everyone who will be joining us in the future. This eye of Horus comes, and we are purified with it. Receive the light. Okay, and I had a request for a extra candle. Let me see if I can slip this one in here. See if there's a little room. There we go. Just fits. There we go. Okay.
So you did not like the alabaster ones, okay?
No, not yet. But you know what? The one other thing we do need to do, we're going to light our candle for Mama Sekhmet, but also for Ma Hess, because there's been a storm system moving through, and just general protection for everyone.
I just love our alabaster candles. I think they're so pretty.
Yeah. Well, you think we should go ahead and light those?
I do.
All right. So. There we go. I guess that's the funny thing with these grill lighters. If you're holding it down, when you light it, there's a little bit of extra fuel, so you get this big, so. Okay. So. There we go. Oh, yeah, and what else is cool is a friend had gone to Egypt, and I asked her to pick up a couple of stones while she was there. So this stone is from Luxor, from the actual Luxor. So we have a little piece of Egypt, in addition to the alabaster votives, which also we got them from a gift shop, but they were made in Egypt. So. O great and little Enneads of the gods, lords of Ma'at, united in Ma'at, great ones who reject wrongdoing, assemble before the Lord of all and turn your faces toward us. Our hearts are pure, our hearts are open. No darkness is in our hearts. Yes, and by the way, thanks to viewer feedback, I changed it because originally the line, which was drawing from Lichtheim's translation, was "Our hearts are straight," but considering that has a different connotation these days, we'll just say straightforward and pure. The power of Tefnut compels you.
Why you look at me when you say that? I'm a good boy.
Well, just again thinking about our usual thing. So.
Yeah, but I'm a good boy.
Yes, you are, in spite of everything.
Yeah. In spite of your corruptive influence, I'm a good boy.
Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who came from Nun at the first time, for such is your uniqueness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Hu at your left side, for such are the words you commanded. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who placed Sia at your right side, for such is your great wisdom. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, whose Hika goes before you, for such is your ability. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra, who rules with Ma'at upon your brow, for such is your righteousness. Hail and praise unto you, O Ra. Hail and praise unto you, O Yunachiru, O Amun, O Hathor, you lords of love and lords of life. Grant us life, well-being, and health. May our eyes perceive your goodness, and our hearts receive your wisdom. May you shine upon us as you traverse the sky, that we may bring to you Ma'at and cast out his Fet. And may you guard us from the evil one through the dark hours of the night, your protection being before us and your strength being within us. Yoim Hotep Amen Nebuaset, Yoim Hotep Amen Nkepinafir, Yoim Hotep Amen Nebnehe, Yoim Hotep Amen Nachara. Come in peace, Amen, Lord of Thebes, with the beautiful encounter, Lord of eternal renewal. Come in peace, O Amen, greatest God. Iuim Hotep Hathor Nebet Tementet, Iuim Hotep Hathor Nebet Painet, Iuim Hotep Hathor Nebet Pet, Iuim Hotep Hathor Necherita. Come in peace, O Hathor, Lady of the West, Lady of the Desert Valley, Mistress of the Sky, and greatest goddess. And of course, in the original festival, the statue of Amun Ra from, Karnak would travel across the river to Hatshepsut's temple in on the western side of Thebes. And then, of course, they expanded it, and every pharaoh after her that built a memorial temple, would have to go and visit them. So it kind of expanded, the party. And the idea was that that area, that little cove, was sacred to Hathor. And, before Hatshepsut had built that temple, there might have been, I think there was like some kind of a little cave or a grotto or something that, had been associated with Hathor. And she just expanded it, and made it into a big thing, and originally there was one in the Middle Kingdom that another pharaoh had built, and she took it and expanded it, and they just kept building on it, but it was that was a place for the celebration that they would have at this time of year. So, and I got one of our pottery vessels. And so we've got our we got it's kind of doing the recon thing here. Take these, your cool waters that are the inundation. They may cool your hearts. O Amun Ra, O Hathor, O Yunachiru. These waters are the eye of Horus, that your hearts may be refreshed. Milk, milk, may you taste it in your shrine. May your hearts be refreshed with it. We bring you this milk from the great flood, O Yunachiru, that you may be purified with it. We give you incense. We give you incense, great of purity. This incense is the eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. It cleanses you and adorns you. It takes its place upon your hands. O Yunachiru, we give to you this eye of Horus, and its fragrance comes to you. Oh. This is your natron of Horus. This is your natron of Juti. This is your natron among the gods. It's nice to just kind of have it right there. Receive this ointment, which comes from the forehead of Ra. It comes to you, and it transfigures you. Take this, your bread on which gods live. This bread is the eye of Horus, O Yunachiru. Lift it to your faces and be at peace with it. The gardens prosper, and Hapi rejoices. overflowing with his meal. We fill the eye of Horus be with wine, O Ra, O Amun, O Hathor, O Yunechidu. Drink and be pure. The doors of heaven and the doors of earth are open with libations for you within this house. May your faces be refreshed with your libations, your wine, and your water. And there's one thing from the fridge that I did not grab, but we'll have to make a point of bringing some and offering it. Maybe it's better that we don't do it on YouTube anyway. But some beer that is pleasing to your hearts on this, your Feast of the Desert Valley. So.
Don't worry, everyone. I'll share one with you.
Yeah.
Or let me say, I will offer it for you.
Yeah. Okay. Pure is Ra Horaketi within his house. Pure is Amun Ra within his house, and pure is Hathor within her house in the desert valley. Pure are the cause of all of these Nechidu, with this good myrrh that is given. Jehuti proclaims it. It is written in his house of sacred words. Hapi gives in abundance, thousands of offerings, all things good and pure, for Ra Horaketi, for Amun, for Hathor, and their Eneids, in every place that their immortal cause dwell. Come to your bodies, O Ra Horaketi, O Amun, O Hathor. Come to your bodies, O Yunechidu, and come to your invocation. Come unto us, your servants, who are mindful of your feasts and your offerings. Bring your power, your hika, your honor, and your ba to these your offerings, and partake of them. Oh goodness, I have lots of things on the tray today. There we go. Come, O people, raise these offerings before the faces of these gods. Lift the offerings before Amun Ra, before Hathor, before Ra Horaketi. All life comes from them. All health comes from them. All stability comes from them. All good fortune comes from them, as it has since the first time. O Ra Horaketi, O Amun and Hathor, and your son, the Oso Nisi Nebkapra. Your foes retreat from you. Horus turns himself to his eye. Turn yourselves to these, your offerings, and receive them from our hands. And so at this point, we make extra offerings to our blessed dead. Because not only do we have this candle, which is the Eye of Horus, that lights their way in Duat. But we also... oh, bless you.
Forgive me, everyone.
Well, it might be the incense. I don't know. Shouldn't be a flavor that's an issue. But also, we're going to offer a special prayer with our libation because Wahmu, bringing water, that seemed to be the core of the idea behind this. We're going west. We're going to the burial place of our loved ones to Hathor's sacred valley, and bringing water to those who are there. And that was when the king would go and would perform rites in the temple that Hatshepsut built. That was one of the things that they did. And since I don't even know if there's a text that's been published of that from the temple, but there's something very similar that goes all the way back to the pyramid text. So that was the template that I used. So this is a libation that goes back to the pyramid texts. Yeah, we already have some little mini Snickers and things on there. Yeah, I told Wally he has to share, and I told Grandma to make sure he shares.
Now he's gonna think you're picking on him, and he's right. But
It's okay. We'll make sure we got enough stuff for everybody. All right. Oh, sir, take unto yourself all those who speak ill of their names of our blessed dead. Jehuti, go and take the enemies of these blessed dead on behalf of Osir. Do not let loose of them. Beware not to let loose of them. 4 times we say, do not let loose of them. Do not let loose of them. Do not let loose of them. Beware not to let loose of the enemies of all of our blessed dead. So they are protected, and they're given these waters which come from the table of the Osiris, that their hearts may be refreshed. And here we go. We also will light this incense for them. Someone has gone to be with his Ka. Osiris has gone to be with his Ka. Set has gone to be with his Ka. Horus, looking forward, has gone to be with his Ka. And these, our beloved Aku, have gone to be with their Kas. There. Come, O you blessed dead. Someone has come, and you shall not need. The Lady of the West has come, and you shall not need. Hathor has come, and you shall not need. Your purity is that of the gods, who have gone, but have not withdrawn from us. Raise yourselves to this fresh water and this incense that we have given to you. You have been purified for the feast days, like the unwearying one of Abydos. Yes, and there's also wine as well. So they've got a full complement. Orakaru ta hankets kakao abdu senaturmerhat kutnibet nafra waberank nacharim and kawan aku punibu makarinibu hirnachra. A voice offering of bread and beer, 1,000 of beef and fowl, incense, oils, and all good and pure things on which a god lives, for the cause of all of these aku, all true of voice before the great god. And a voice offering of Snickers bars and Kit Kats without end. Because Wally and my maternal grandfather both liked Snickers, and Amy liked Kit Kats. And yeah, I was not able to make something to, smash a plate, which would be kind of difficult to do in this space anyway. Or to do something origami. I didn't, have a chance to do that. But, as long as we don't accidentally drop and shatter any ceramics, uh, we will make up for that. More importantly, we come unto you, O Ra, as Jehuti comes, our hands joined under Ma'at. Ma'at has come to be with you in every place where you are. An offering of Ma'at is made unto you, that your heart may be pleased and your Ka shall live. For truly, your Aeneid has Ma'at. They know you live in her. The Aeneid says unto you, your word is law, eternally. The Svet is cast out by your word. Rejoicing is yours every day. Ma'at has taken her place in your shrine. And may we always act with gentility and compassion, for such is the first Ma'at. May we always offer charity and hospitality, for such is the second Ma'at. May we always respect consent and fidelity, for such is the third Ma'at. May we always avoid violence and promote wellness, for such is the fourth Ma'at. May we always speak words of truth, for such is the fifth Ma'at. May we always promote the public good, for such is the sixth Ma'at. May we always act humbly and with temperance, for such is the seventh Ma'at. May we always honor our gods and respect others, for such is the eighth Ma'at. May we uphold Ma'at like Jehuti, that we may witness Ra's perfection every day. Okay, now I'm going to check, because I know there's been a bunch of comments, and I'll see, what's going on in just a minute. But we do have one invocation to Amun that actually comes from the Feast of the Valley. So. O Amun, heaven is uplifted for you, ground is trodden for you. Ptah makes with his two hands a chapel as a resting place for your heart. How great is Amun, beloved God! He rises in Karnak, his city, as Lord of life. The beautiful face of Amun, beloved power, whom the gods love to behold, mighty one who came from the horizon. All of Amun's domain is in feast. Happy it is for Amun Ra, the one whom mankind loves. Come, let us make merry for the golden one. Good cheer for the mistress of the two lands. Come, arise. Oh, come, that I might make for you rejoicing at twilight and music in the night. O Hathor, you are exalted in the hair of Ra. In the hair of Ra. Shake that hair for a minute. To you is given the sky, the deep night, and the stars. Great is her majesty when she is happy. Okay, and one more. This is an original one. Here we go. Nope, I thought it was here. Hold on. Hail, O Hathor, O golden lady, mistress of love, O beautiful one who comes in joy, mistress of dancing and revelry, beloved daughter of Ra, lady of turquoise and gold. You light up the sky with your brilliance, shine upon all faces, and bless us with your love. O Eye of Ra, may you defend us from evil. O mistress of the West, may you embrace our blessed dead and guide us safely to them when our day of mourning comes. Okay, let me check out my comments. Oh, okay. Do you have any opinion on Kwanzaa and its similarity to Kemetic principles, and if Kemetic may celebrate Kwanzaa? Well, if you want to, that's fine. My understanding is that it was a holiday that was kind of developed in the 1960s, and so it's a modern one. But I, it's not ancient Egyptian or Egyptian revival in the strictest sense. But if somebody wanted to do that, hey, it's something cool you can do, leading up to New Year's, because it's
Far be it for us to say no, don't party, don't celebrate your heritage.
right.
Whichever heritage you choose to make it.
Yeah. Well, if again, if it's something that somebody wants to do, hey.
Yeah, I mean, why not?
Yeah. But okay, and Alex is saying on Monday I have a very important call for a new job I want to be a visitor center guide for the local art museum that partners with a very esteemed college. I hope and pray I get this job. Oh, awesome. Yeah.
We pray for it too. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. What do we need on the shirt? The power of Tefnut compels you. Yes.
You need to make that shirt.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, I do have a. You're talking about carving rocks into things. I do have a flat piece of lapis lazuli that I would love to have carved into an ujat eye. Right now, I just have a gold ujat eye painted onto it. But I would just have to get somebody who was, a lapidary, I guess, to carve it. And I've had that piece for years, but I think in like the can't remember the name of it, in Albuquerque, New Mexico. There's like a place like a market where they you have a lot of like Indian co-ops, folks doing the Navajo jewelry and stuff like that, but lots of artists and things. I've wondered if somebody there could do it, but I don't know. It's been a long time since I've been. But yes, we had some prayer requests for a positive callback for a job, for finding love and happiness. Darren, if you had any.
Well, I've got the love and happiness part. Prayers for my mom. Mom is sick badly. And prayers for Gildy.
Yeah, who passed earlier in the month.
Ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and I finally finished something, and later this weekend I will be using it. But my friend who passed away from COVID, I have a little bit of her ashes. It is in the altar cabinet right now, and I'm going to put it in this container that I just recently finished. I'll see if I can bring it where the camera can see it. There we go. Yeah. So that's the face of Hathor on it. And last night I very carefully traced and did a transfer on here. Hopefully, let me see if I can get it to where you can see those. So you have inscriptions basically to the four sons of Horus and to Aset and Nebuchadnezzar, going all the way around it. And for anybody else who does artsy things, Faber and Castell pens apparently are waterproof. So if you trace something and then put like a gesso or a Mod Podge on it, it shouldn't smear. Which is a good thing, because that was the only way I could pull this off. But so I wanted to have it finished in time for the Feast of the Valley. So what I'm going to do at this point is see if I can, because we typically have kind of a small space here anyway, but I'm going to try to get it to where I've got room for our cookie bowl. And oh, okay, awesome, thank you. Let's see. And so, prayers of love, strength, and healing for my mom, who's on the mend after a very scary medical incident. Okay, and Roman Kotas has prayers for my mother as well, and Alex, mom had a scary incident. Um, Ori, I'd like prayers that I can overcome people harassing me at work and that better things come to me. Yeah. And so many places that are just getting tougher and tougher to work at. People. It's like nobody respects the fact that hey, you're just trying to do your job.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Solemn Son, prayers and guidance for making the changes in my life I need to make to be better for myself and those around me. And thank you. I'm glad you guys like the box. And Mrs. Jackal requests a cookie on her behalf. Solemn Son said prayers for everyone's moms. Prayers for my mom to get disability soon. We heard back and had to send more paperwork. Yeah.
If you need a little guidance, I'm really, 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 really good at it.
Yeah, and actually, Solemn Son, if I remember right, because you had messaged me on Discord, and yeah, knowing where you live, we should be able to help you. If you end up needing some questions, and guidance as you go with the next round of paperwork, just let me know. We can help you out.
Yeah, don't hire an attorney until you talk to me.
Yeah. Oh, and Alex says, I found my birth family. However, they're not as receptive to talking as I thought. My birth mother and father were shocked that I was alive. My older sister Marina said that she would have remembered her mother having and giving up a child as she was 10 at the time. Goodness, and I'm sorry that they weren't receptive, because I know you were hoping for that. But
the other thing I'm going to say is, give it time. If they thought you weren't alive, dealing with the fact that they have a voice that is alive is a big thing. They may not change their stance, but they might. And if they don't, they gave you up for a reason. And if they don't connect with you, then they gave you up for the right reason. Be glad they did.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, and okay. Oracle says, Darren, I need to talk to you about a project of mine. Okay, well, I'll tell you what, message me and we'll like we'll get together, and if you want to do a voice chat, and be happy to do that.
Oracle, you should know the answer.
Oh, hush. Okay, and Faint Star received my referral to a local gender clinic, an exciting step forward, especially during such hostile times.
Yes.
And Alex was saying, I hope that someday, somehow, that her birth parents will open their hearts and answer the questions. I just want to know the truth. Yeah. And I can understand that.
Be certain that you're willing to accept the truth as they see it, and not just the truth as you want to see it. That's a very big thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes as we search for the truth in things, and various things, I'm suddenly thinking of trying to find out if something was a legitimate autograph from somebody, and it took me, oh goodness, well, from 1995 to 2012 would be what, 17 years, I think.
Yeah, 17 years.
Yeah, to finally get a hold of next of kin and ask them, is this legit? And then find out, no. Right, find out, no, it wasn't.
Now, with that being said, let me add one more thing to this. It's important. No matter what you're told, honey, remember this. You had no responsibility and no part in it. None of it, regardless of what they say or how, is your responsibility or your fault.
Right. Yeah, some parents just don't know what they're missing.
And, if they didn't have any of the resources emotionally or otherwise, that's on them too. That's not on you.
Yeah. Now, this cookie was one that was kind of a straggler, and so I said, well, you know what? This must be our cookie for everyone. This is the one we're going to start off with. So if anyone is tuning in after the fact, there we go. This one. To climb the ladder of success, work hard and you'll reach it.
But you must climb.
Yes.
You must go up.
Yeah, you have to make the effort.
Yes.
To climb the ladder of success, work hard and you'll reach it. Work hard and stay positive. You will get there. Okay, and there we go. Alrighty. Okay, and all right. So Mrs. Jackal had passed on a request, so we're going to start with hers, and then the next one we're going to go for Mario, the Creature of Legend, and keep going. Yeah, Alex, I request a cookie, and my boyfriend also wants one. So, okay. I don't have cookies. Have a cat. Okay, so Roman Kotis, you're. And Silver wants one too. Okay. All right. So yeah, Silver is also on the Discord. So okay, Mrs. Jackal and Silver. We'll start with them.
Hi, Mrs. Jackal.
Oh wow. Okay. So is that Mrs. Jackal and then Silver? No, that's both for Mrs. Jackal. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So Mrs. Jackal gets two. All right, this first one. The care and sensitivity you show towards others will return to you.
I hope you're nice.
Well, no, that's especially poignant considering some things that Mrs. Jackal is having to deal with people, not being good to her, but having been in similar situations, you may not get that return from the people in question, but somebody else is going to see what kind of good character you have.
It will come somewhere.
Yeah. Now there's another one. So, yeah, Mrs. Jackal gets a twofer. You'll have to pass this on. But our truest life is when we are in our dreams awake. Our truest life is when we are in our dreams awake.
Wow.
So putting this together, the care and sensitivity you show towards others will return to you. Our truest life is when we are in our dreams awake.
Hang in there, honey.
Well, you know what? What I'm going to add to that is you got some weight off of you. Now you're free to fly.
Yeah.
Okay, now the next one's for Silver.
Well, that didn't take much.
Right. Well, we knew they were in the queue. So, alrighty. Be demonstrative, but do it with dignity. So that is for Silver. And you know what? Let me I'm going to type that out so it's easier to pass that on to them. Be demonstrative, but do it with dignity. If I can spell it right. There we go.
I are educated.
Okay, got all the cookies. Cool. Okay. Yeah, because well, since I would be afraid to see what it would look like if YouTube tried to caption us as we were going on. That would be some bizarre
That
stuff.
would be some funny stuff, man.
Yeah, yeah. But
Especially the prayers. I would dig that.
Yeah. Yeah, I was watching a video and it was about there's a sinkhole they found in the Gulf of Mexico off the Gulf of Mexico, the Caribbean, off the coast of Yucatan, and it's like the second deepest hole in the ocean.
Are they going to call it Sinkhole de Mayo?
Yeah, actually,
I'll be here all week.
They gave it a Mayan name, Tomja, which means deep water, but Tom or Todd Ja, but the closed captioning rendered it as Tom Job or Todd Job.
Sounds like something that we shouldn't talk about in public.
Right, yeah. But that's captioning for you. Okay, back to cookies. Yeah. Okay, all right. So next Mario and then Creature of Legend.
Let's go.
Well, what I find myself wanting to ask though is Mario strictly Italian though? Isn't Mario also a name in
It's a name in many cultures.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking Mario Brothers.
Yeah, well, yeah. But either way, this one is yours. Okay. Mario, good luck bestows upon you. You will get what your heart desires.
Oh man, when you're rich and famous, share.
Yeah, go buy that lottery ticket. Good luck bestows upon you. You will get what your heart desires. By the way, there's a church building in our area that's for sale.
Yeah, $800,000.
Yeah, $799,000.
You do realize that's negotiable.
Oh yeah, I know it is. Well, dude, I was sitting there crunching numbers. Okay, what kind of business would we have to host in there? What would their revenue have to be that they would give us in order for us to swing that? I don't know if we'd be able to pull that off, but
consecrated adult films. I have no idea. Joke.
The things that you just come up with off the top of your head.
And this is on coffee. Just coffee.
Yeah. Who's next? Creature of Legend, and then Alex and boyfriend. So we'll start with Creature of Legend. Oh, hold on. Say again.
Fortunately, our divinities love comedy.
Yeah. Nope. Oh, goodness. I like to think that they've seen enough over, 6,000 years that they very little phases them. They take it in stride. So that's why they're able to have a laugh at things. Okay, Creature of Legend. Good books are friends who are always ready to talk to us. That is very much true. A creature of legend. Good books are friends who are always ready to talk to us.
Creature of legend. Do you have somebody that wrote you letters that isn't here? I just get this sense that you have a loved one that left you things, that's trying to talk to you. Think about it.
And they're trying to say, read those and I'm with you.
They may even give you a little insight.
Hmm.
Think outside the box.
Definitely pay attention to your dreams.
Yeah, but okay. Getting back to Alex and then Alex's boyfriend. So I guess we'll start with Alex first. Okay. There we go. Okay, Alex. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. And considering what we were talking about earlier, and I realize it can be difficult getting, because you got in touch with birth family and they weren't very receptive, but they may be saying that there are other things that you have to be grateful for.
Right. No, for boyfriend.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, and I also remember you said that your dad had passed away, if I remember right, and I don't know if this would make sense, but I got a feeling like he said, I'm grateful that I got you.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something. Pull another one.
Okay. Or I tell you what. So that's for Alex also? Okay, Alex, you get another one. Bear with us, guys. And tell boyfriend, hang on. There's his next. Okay, this one says, the farther backward you can look, the farther forward you're likely to see.
Oh. That's from Dad.
The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you're likely to see.
In other words, when you really look back, who's in your world? That's also the folks going to bring you forward.
Okay.
Your family is your family. The family that raised you is yours.
Yeah. So gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. The farther backward you can look, the farther forward you're likely to see.
Yeah. Yeah, they're telling you, be grateful for who you have. We gave you to who you need to be with.
Yeah. Okay, now it's boyfriend's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. For boyfriend, joy comes from peace today. Save the adventure until next week. Joy comes from peace today. Save the adventure until next week.
Yeah.
So don't run out and do.
Chill out and enjoy what you got for a minute.
Yes. Save the adventure until next week. Joy comes from peace today.
Never his mind on where he was, what he was doing.
Okay. So alrighty. And we missed Solemn Son. Did we get you or sarcastic? Because I know we got Mario.
Well, no,
And the Creature of Legend.
We need to get Solemn Son and Sarcastic.
Okay. Alrighty. Then yeah, Solemn Son and Sarcastic. And so we're just kind of creeping along. Okay, and it's funny. Alex says, "Well, that's fitting. He's hoping to join the Marine Corps and swear in as soon as possible."
Yeah, you're about to get all the adventure you can stand. Chill out.
Yeah. I think they're telling him just yeah.
Have a hot dog, have some beer, don't exercise because they're going to give you all the exercise you can stand.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, Sarcastic and Solemn Son. Like
we also have Robin Penn who asked for one.
Okay, yeah. Like I said, I'm trying to keep it in sequence, but that gets a little difficult sometimes. What I saw was that Alex had put the icon for Miss Jacqueline for Silver, and so then I got to them and then ended up skipping over Solemn Son and Sarcastic. But you guys are next, and then we'll go to Roman, who says, "I don't have a cookie, have a cat." So because I'm assuming that's you're asking for a fortune as well. Oh yeah, I get it now. Can I have a cookie too? Yes. Okay. So Solemn and then Sarcastic. Solemn Son. Only those who dare truly live. Only those who dare truly live. So, yeah, Alex's boyfriend needs to chill out, but, you're probably not going to join the Marines, so just, go for it. Dare to do it. And now I'm wanting to cue up the soundtrack to Transformers the movie. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so Sarcastic. Yeah. Your good listening skills will open many doors. Sarcastic. Your good listening skills will open many doors. Learn to use them to the fullest. Okay. Yes, and then Roman, and then Kyle Hinojosa. And yeah, now you said Robin Penn, yes, is underneath of 9/11, Sean. So okay. Yeah, Roman and Kyle. It'll come open. Here we go. Roman. You are never selfish with your advice or your help. And again, it says you are never selfish with your advice or your help. Yeah, so don't let anybody tell you different. But it may also be that they're telling you that's a good trait you have, keep it up. So Kyle Hinojosa. The first great gift we can bestow on others is a good example. Kyle, the first great gift we can bestow on others is a good example. So be that good example for somebody. There's somebody in your life that benefits from you. And speaking as somebody who is, an oldest sibling, the better you're able to do for yourself and treat yourself, it will encourage others to, especially siblings and, cousins and whoever, to, to have something to aspire to. Whether or not they do it, that can be another story. But my family's weird like that. Let me scroll down a little bit. Okay, Roman, Kyle, Jacqueline, Silver got that. Okay, Serrana, and then 9/11, Sean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, and Mario, this is Mario is Ecuadorian, has some vague ancestry to Italy, but okay, well that's cool. Yeah, and I know in that part of the world they I know like the Dia de Muertos they have like some particular things that they do down there that are a little different from other parts of Central America. I always enjoy learning about things like that. It's cool. It's fun. But, okay, so Serrana, then 9/11, then Robin.
I've always enjoyed culture too.
All right, so I'll save my thoughts on that for after we read for Serrana. There is actually a cookie in here. It's just kind of stuffed in here. Oh, you're kidding me, right?
Is it empty?
Well, okay, no, it's not empty. Here's what happened. This is where the machine cut off the cookie, and so I'm having to kind of see if I can. Hang on. Piece it together. We're doing a little bit of archaeology here with the cookie. Okay, I figured it out. Yeah. Well, because what happened, and by doing this, I can see how they put them through the machine, and obviously something seals the ends and cuts them, in a line. But sometimes the cookie, the fortune part will get stuck like it did here, and then the heat press caught part of the fortune. But I was able to put it together, and it says, pat yourself on the back for making that right choice.
Yeah.
So, Serrana, pat yourself on the back for making that right choice. And you know what? It may not seem like it, but we were able to piece it together with this cookie. Don't let appearances deceive you. You did the right thing.
Right. And don't let other people's lack of approval deceive you either. Making the right choice doesn't always make people happy.
Right. But making the right choice doesn't always make you popular.
Right.
But
yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah. But you did it. So, take take comfort in that. Yeah, and as for culture, one thing I do have to say, I have never been of the thought that people coming to this country, oh, you got to learn English. Well, yeah, that's our main language, but my grandparents got punished for speaking French in school. So did your
So
grandfather.
did mine.
Uh, and so you and I both know what it is to have a little bit of American culture get suppressed because it wasn't the right kind. So, learning about other people as they come here and they bring things to this country, it makes us better. It makes us, gives us the best of everything.
Right.
That's what we're supposed to be. That's my thought on it. So, now we're going to 9/11 and then Robin Penn. So 9/11 challenge. And I know you're referencing the other 9/11, but I just think of a Porsche. 9/11, Sean. You're going to have a very comfortable old age. You're going to have a very comfortable old age. So don't sweat it. Okay, and then Robin. Robin Penn. Be the labor great or small. Do it well or not at all. Which actually, that was on the days on the year. That was one of the fortunes that the Horus gave us. But it's reiterated for you. Be the labor great or small. Do it well or not at all. I think the subtext of that is if it's not something that you can, back wholeheartedly, don't do it. Okay. Yes, what would the auto-generated captions do with Egyptian words? Probably really strange things. Oh, and Robin Penn, yeah, you got. Okay, we got. Okay. Yes, and Alex was saying, boyfriend doesn't know much chill, but he's such a sweetheart. Yeah, he zooms at 1,000,000 miles an hour and always dives headfirst into everything. Literally, the human personification of a golden retriever. And he's been going to PT for weeks and completed all the tests. The doctor just had to sign a waiver, and he's in.
Oh, PT. Tell him to add 20 extra push-ups, add a mile to his run, and don't tell a soul.
Yeah. I guess I'm not going to Valhalla. Well, the whole thing about live fast, die young, leave a nice looking corpse. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
That's not the Kemetic way. Yeah. But okay, Saran, asking one for Josh. Alrighty, and if there's anyone else that we haven't gotten to yet, I was really trying to check, but if I missed somebody, just let me know. So for Josh. Okay. For Josh. You are never too old to dream. Dreams bring hope. Or it actually has it in plural, hopes. You are never too old to dream. Dreams bring hopes.
You heard it.
And that's for Josh. And you know what? That immediately makes me think of something that the voice of Optimus Prime wrote in a notebook of mine.
Hold on to your dreams.
The world was built on dreams.
Yes. Not a line of Optimus Prime.
Actually, no. Yes, it is.
Oh, it is.
It is a line of his.
Okay.
It was in a particular episode, because Chip was, discouraged, saying, "Oh, it's just a dumb dream, or of mine, or something," and Prime told him reassuringly, he said, "Hold on to your dreams. The world was built on dreams."
And that was the first thing Peter Cullen ever wrote for us.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah. But yeah, so you are never too old to dream. What do they say about all the great people that have done nifty things? It started with a dream. So okay. Well, if anyone else is missing a prayer request or a cookie, just let me know. But in the meantime, we're going to go ahead and say our prayer to make the offerings endure. And
after all, the dream stela is a good example of something that was inspired by a dream.
Yeah. An actual, fell asleep in dream, but still, what Yaman is referring to is there was a point even in ancient times when the Sphinx had been buried up to his neck in sand, and there was a
Sphinx told somebody, "If you unbury me, I'll make you pharaoh."
It was a prince. He was not the next in line, but
I'll make you pharaoh. Never mind that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he did.
Yep. Yeah, because that king is now known to history as Jehutimoza IV, if I remember right. So yeah, kudos to Darren. He remembers lots of things. He's very very well read.
He's wonderful.
Yes, he's a very good student, huh? What'd you say, Yamani?
It's wonderful.
Yeah. It was really funny is when he makes a joke about something and it's like, "Oh, hey, I didn't realize you caught that." Now I tell you what, as I'm about to ring a sistrum, I'm suddenly thinking, my kid brother, I showed him something, an illustration that I did that kind of freaked him out, and he was here in my study, and he had the presence of mind to pick up one of my sistrums and shake it, as brain bleach.
Before you make the offerings endure, I want a cookie.
Oh, okay. So, all right. So that was our last one for the evenings. We're going to tell you what. You're here. I'll let you pull it. Unless you'd rather me shake it out.
No.
Okay, you're going to. Now, do you want to open it or do you want me to?
Because I can't read it without my glasses.
Okay. Yes, my kid brother actually surprised me with his awareness. He picked up the sistrum and rang it to chase away what he thought was evil. All right, Darren. You will come to realizations in your life that will change you forever.
Well.
You will come to realizations in your life that will change you forever. But I don't get the sense that that's negative unless you make it that way. So keep tinkering in front of your computer.
Yeah, I don't think that's negative at all.
Right. Well, we just got a new computer set up for him, earlier this month, and so Darren has things that he wants to do, and I'm going to be teaching him to use some of my video editing software, and who knows what'll happen if we turn him loose. So he might discover some positive things. Okay. We thank you, Yunachiro, for your wisdom and for your blessings this evening. Hail unto you, Atum. Hail unto you, Khepri. You have come into being upon the primeval hill. You shine forth upon the shrine of the phoenix, and you knew. You breathe out Shu and Tefnut. May the giving of these offerings endure, as the name of Atum, foremost of the great Aeneid, endures. May they endure as the name of Shu, Lord of Upper Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Tefnut, Mistress of Lower Menset in Yunu, endures. As the name of Geb at the Earth's Ba endures. As the name of Nut in the Shrine of Shenit in Yunu, endures. As the name of Osir, Kentiamentiu endures. As the name of Aset and Icheru endures. As the name of Sutek in Nubet endures. As the name of Horus in Pe endures. As the name of Wajit in Death endures. As the name of Jehuti in Chamenu endures. As the name of Ra in Yaket endures likewise for eternity. You have come in peace, O Ra. You have come in peace, O Amun, O Hathor. You have come in peace, O Yunachiro. May you go forth in peace, O Ra, O Amun, O Hathor. May you go forth in peace, O Yunachiro, to every place your immortal cause wish to be. May you sail in joy in the Menjet bark, and rest content in the Sektet bark. And may you smile upon us, your humble servants. Okay, all right, I'm indoctrinated. Yes, I'm indoctrinated very well. Yeah, we're working on Morgan. He's a little bit more of a difficult case.
Some people have to worship it to a lesser degree and in their own way.
Well, this he like I said, he knows that Inanna is the goddess with a huge bush. Yes. So he remembers the little things.
I have a teacher that would have given him partial credit.
Yeah. Oh, Married to Applewhite swooped in last minute. Well, you know what? We're still here. I haven't shut anything down yet. Married to Applewhite, if you want a cookie, we can do that. And Oracle, did you need one as well? Because so I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, and Married Applewhite, if you have any prayer requests, yeah, if you can, yeah, sure. Okay, so we're doing one more cookie for Oracle, and Married Applewhite, if you want one as well. So I'm not going to leave anybody out. We're here until everybody gets what they need. That we're able to provide in this medium. Okay, so Oracle. A wise person cares not for what they cannot have, but for what they can. So to reread that, Ori, A wise person cares not for what they cannot have, but for what they can. Because what you can have is more important. Okay, was that trying to... Okay, all right, and from Mary Weppaway. Yeah. Okay, cool. Robin says, my cookie was probably set telling me not to half-ass it, but to whole ass it. There you go.
Yes, whole ass.
Yeah.
Whole ass it.
Yeah, all right, so Mary Weppaway. Yes, and I know it's got to be late where you are. But that's why, you know, we'll make sure you're covered. Okay. Yep, well, if I can get it open. Okay. Married to what? Pardon is the choicest flower of victory. Pardon is the choicest flower of victory. So, don't rub it in on them. That'll only generate hard feelings. But right. You can prove that you're the better person by...
You don't have to rub it in, but you don't got to soften it either.
Yeah, but pardon is the choicest flower of victory.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. Put your whole LED. Yeah, I noticed that YouTube flagged that, but I know what you're saying, you know, and that's, you know, I wouldn't consider that.
Yes. We wouldn't consider it asinine.
Yes, I'm sorry, guys, because I could start with your best cheek forward.
That's right.
You know, I think you two are going to get along rather well whenever we can meet up. You know, and one thing that I did think, this is something that occurred to me. I have a notebook where I, you know, write out things that whatever is on my agenda. But sometimes I'll write things like, I've got a page where I started brainstorming, well, what would be things we could do if we had a Kemetic con? And one thing that I think would be a good idea would be, because a lot of us have, you know, pagan garb, you know, stuff like that. But, you know, what would be fun would be if we had a costume ball on one evening that was for all the things that we do that are not, you know, proper religious garb. You know, we can get like all our, you know, like my pharaoh headdress, you know, or something like that. Those are things that we wouldn't wear it in ritual. But if you wanted to show it off, or if you had an Anubis costume or something like that you're working on, there'd be a place for it. So, you know, it would be appropriate. And we could, you know, maybe, you know, judge them.
It's a cosplay celebration, but not regalia.
Right. So that we can kind of separate out what's,
right.
You know, what's appropriate for, you know, because the last thing that I would want to see is a bunch of people all in like leopard stoles, and you won't know who's who's actually officiating this and who's like just, you know, there for the look. You know, I want to try and keep it organized.
Right.
But if we had a place where everybody could do that, then it's not like you're being shut out. You just, you know, that's just a thought, you know, for one fun thing that we could do, especially because some people, you know, are, you know, cosplayers, and I'd love to see, you know, stuff like that. If we ever got to a point where we could, you know, officiate or do something where, you know, we'd have like, you know, of course, like the jackal head would only be appropriate at certain points, you know, but that's what the costume ball would be for. You know, that's what I was thinking.
As a joke, someone could come in and they'd be dressed entirely in green and like a Blue Man Crew green, everything.
Uh-huh.
And it's a joke that they'd be invisible if they were in front of the right screen. So they'd be like Amun or.
I don't know, but yeah, because I've seen pictures like from certain other groups, and they've done things at some of their shindigs, and I'm like, this creativity is good, but it needs to be channeled right.
Yes.
That's my thought. So just food for thought.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, well, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Isn't there some ritual where people did mock battle? Well, that would have been I think for a Feast of Khnum, which would be a little later, and actually
Mock
I think
battles.
they went for on her.
Yeah.
Mock battles might get us thrown out of the hotel, so no.
Yeah. I mean, unless we did it via video game or something.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
People busting out the sabers and stuff they want to fight with.
Oh goodness, yeah. That would get that would get a little crazy, and that's one of the reasons why I want to make sure that we have like insurance and other things like that before we do something.
If we did it via video game, the holy hand grenade would actually be a possibility.
Well, what video game would we use though? So there's less logistics.
I would say Gundam Battle Operation 2, go to brawl mode.
Well, that's still a ways off yet. But in the meantime, though, the squishy sticks, you can still hurt somebody with those.
They said Nerfs wouldn't hurt you either. Nerf footballs can hurt you like hell.
Yeah, they can.
Yeah, and that's before you start adding things to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another story for Patreon only.
Well, another story for another day is things Darren did with a Nerf football.
Yes, and that will be for Patreon only.
Yeah. That's
the highest levels of it.
Yeah, well, we waited until his dad was on his deathbed to tell him that story.
And you know what? His heart rate picked up. It did.
Yeah, but anyway, thank you so much, guys. Y'all have a safe weekend.
We love you.
We love you, and we will, see you guys back online next week. Oh yeah. With the Wepawet was employed to what Mary Wepawet is pointing at is in the procession that you had as part of the Osiris mysteries, Wepawet was the one who led the procession because he's the opener of the way, and he had to repel the enemies of Osiris, and so you had people who were representing, the foes of Osiris, and Wepawet was chasing them away. So you probably had some kind of ritualized stuff, but I don't. We don't have any records to say like if people got bloody noses or something with that. I would hope. They also didn't have to worry about insurance. So. That's why we adapt things. We are not strict recon. Yes. Yeah. But thank you guys for joining us. You have a safe weekend and a safe week. Be well, and may all your prayers be answered. Yes. And well said. Stay safe and be gentle with yourself.
Yes.
And we hope that I didn't see Kayleen tonight, but I hope she's doing all right, and I hope so is so the other people in her life that she's concerned about, and I think what actually is what she had said. That's,
right. We love you.
Yeah, we wish her well, and all of our friends, even if you couldn't join us this time,
Right.
Yeah. We'll catch you sooner or later. So y'all be
I'll call you Jai.
Yes, I'll call you Jai.